Happy Friday, everyone. Get ready because I got another episode of FAQ Friday coming at you. So, I got a question about a blog I wrote recently where I talked about one of my favorite money saving tips, which is considering opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is when you spend money on one thing, you're losing out on the opportunity to spend it on something else. That doesn't mean what you're spending it on is bad, it just means you have to stop and think, do I value this more, or would I rather spend the money on this than that? Anytime you're making a purchase, if you stop and think about the opportunity cost, especially on those big purchases, you really can save some money and it'll get rid of that buyer's guilt that a lot of us feel anytime we make a purchase. Let's say you've been saving your money for a new television for the living room and it's going to cost you about $1,000. Now, when you go to make that purchase, I want you to stop and think, what else could we be spending this $1,000 on? Do we have any other financial goals we're trying to reach? Any debt we're trying to pay off? Or something else we're trying to save for right now that this money could go towards? Stop and think about it and say, would I rather have this television or would I rather put it towards those other things? Either answer is most of the time going to be okay, but by thinking about it now, when you do purchase that television, if you decide to, you're going to go home and you're going to feel a lot better about it. You're not going to have those moments of, should I have spent the money on this? Should I really have done that? Because you've already worked it through. When I was fresh out of college, I spent $1,000 on a camcorder without even thinking about it. That camcorder sat in its bag and I hardly used it, and I regretted that purchase for a long time. Had I stopped to think about the money I was spending and what else I could be putting it towards, I probably wouldn't have ended up buying it. Now, a lot of you, it's not the big purchases, but it's the death by paper cuts route, which is all those little items that you're spending money on, such as coffees or lunches or things like that. So you can do the same opportunity cost exercise, but stretch it out a little bit. Think about, how much am I going to spend this week on eating out for lunch? Let's say you choose $20. Now think about, what else could I be spending that $20 on? Could I put that towards these shoes I've had my eyes on? Or towards this vacation that we've been saving up for that we really want to take? Ask yourself, is that $20 really worth it? And if it is, then go for it. And if it's not, maybe pack your lunch that week and put that $20 towards your other item. Right there, you saved some money. Thank you guys so much for checking out FAQ Friday this week. As always, if you have a question for me, send it to info@craigdacey.com. I would love to answer it in a future episode. Have you ever had a time that you regretted something that you bought? Leave it in the comments box below and tell us the story of what happened. I want to challenge you this week on any purchase you're making, stop and think about the opportunity cost and see if it has any effect on your buying habits. Thank you guys so much and have an awesome week.